They said the silence could drive anyone mad, but for us, it was the only thing that ever listened. The night we first heard it was colder than usual. The town was asleep, drowned under layers of mist that crawled between the houses like something alive. The streets were empty, but the silence, it wasn't. It breathed, it pulsed, it waited. And we, foolish and curious, decided to talk back. We were three boys: Hikaru, the dreamer; Ren, the skeptic; and me, Kai, the one who always believed there was something beyond what we could see. We spent our nights on the hill overlooking the valley, talking about stars, monsters, and the things adults never dared to mention. That night the stars didn't shine. The world was muted, as if the sky itself was holding its breath. It started with a hum, not a sound, a vibration, like the air itself was trying to form words. Hikaru tilted his head, eyes wide. "Do you hear that?" Ren laughed. "It's just the wind." But there was no wind, only that heavy, suffocating stillness that pressed against our skin. Then we heard it, a whisper. It came from the forest below, slow and distant, like someone calling from under the earth. It wasn't words we could understand, but it felt directed at us. A message written in silence. We should have run, but we didn't. We followed the sound down the hill, our flashlights trembling. The forest was a maze of dark trunks and frozen leaves. Every step echoed too loud, as if the world had become hollow. The whisper guided us deeper, until we found the clearing, a circle of old stones covered in moss and forgotten prayers. In the center stood a single tree, white as bone. Its branches reached upward like hands, begging for light that would never come. That's when Hikaru spoke. If it's calling, maybe it wants us to answer. He stepped forward and whispered into the dark. "Who are you?" And the silence answered. The forest trembled, the air cracked like glass. And for a moment, just a second, we heard a voice that wasn't human. It was the sound of every sorrow that ever existed, every cry swallowed by the night. It said one thing: "I've been waiting." We ran. We didn't stop until the lights of the town appeared again. Ren swore never to speak of it. Hikaru, though, he couldn't stop thinking about that voice. What if it was someone trapped, he'd say. What if it needs help? But help was the last thing it wanted. Days passed. Then Hikaru changed. He stopped coming to school. His mother said he spent nights staring into the woods, whispering to himself. When we went to see him, he looked pale, sleepless, his eyes distant. On his wall he'd written a phrase over and over: "The silence remembers." He said the voice told him things, secrets about the world, about us, about what lies beyond the stars. Ren didn't believe him. I wanted to. But fear kept me quiet, until the day Hikaru disappeared. They found his shoes by the river, facing the forest. No footprints, no struggle, just gone. The police said he ran away, but we knew. The silence had called him back. After that, the town changed. The nights became longer, the air thicker. Sometimes when I walked home, I could hear it again, that same hum beneath the noise of the world, waiting for someone to answer. Ren left town a few months later, said he couldn't stand the quiet anymore. I stayed. I don't know why. Maybe I wanted to understand what took Hikaru. Years went by. The world moved on. But for me, the silence never did. One night, I returned to the hill. The moon hung low, a silver scar in the black sky. The town slept below, just like that first night. I stood where we once sat, and for the first time in years, I spoke. "Are you still there?" At first, nothing. Just the whisper of cold air brushing past my ear. Then it came, faint, broken, familiar. A voice I'd never forgotten. "Kai." It was Hikaru. My heart stopped. His tone wasn't human anymore, stretched, hollow, like something mimicking a memory. "I can see it now," he said. "The place beyond sound. You were right to stay. It listens to you too." The ground trembled. The sky darkened. The stars flickered out one by one, swallowed by something vast and invisible. The silence grew heavy again, and I realized what it truly was. Not emptiness, but presence. A consciousness, ancient, patient, and hungry. I fell to my knees, covering my ears, but the voice wasn't outside anymore, it was inside me. Do you understand now? I saw visions, flashes of the boys who once stood here. Hundreds of them, different faces, different eras, all standing where I was, all talking to the same silence, and every one of them disappeared, consumed, remembered. I screamed, but no sound came out. My voice was gone, stolen by the very thing I'd spoken to. When I opened my eyes again, I was standing in the clearing, the same circle of stones, the white tree glowing faintly in the dark. Beneath it, something pulsed like a heartbeat, spreading light through the ground. I heard Hikaru again. It doesn't destroy, Kai. It collects. Every word ever spoken to it becomes part of its song. I wanted to run, but my body wouldn't move. The silence was inside me now, warm, infinite, eternal. I realized then that it didn't just want to listen. It wanted to be heard. Through me. When dawn came, the townspeople found me on the hill, staring at nothing. They said I was whispering, but no one could understand the words. They thought I'd gone mad. Maybe I had. Now every night I go back to the same spot. The silence still answers. It no longer frightens me. Sometimes I hear Hikaru laughing in the distance, his voice echoing like a ripple in the dark. Other times, I hear new voices, children, travelers, dreamers, all calling out into the void, asking the same question we once did. Is anyone there? And I answer for it, because once you speak to the silence, you never stop hearing it.